First question, why did you join the military? I joined the military because I wanted to find my purpose. Being a senior in high school, I evaluated the college path, the military path, the workforce path, all of it. And I can honestly say that the military path looked like, for me, it's where I belong. I can honestly say I know that that's where I belong. I believe my purpose lies within the military. I believe that my strength, confidence, and what I have to offer to the military belongs in the military. And I know that once I put that uniform on, I know that there is no other place I could offer any more to my country and the people that I want to help. I wanted the challenge. I like challenge. I've always been athletic, so I've grown up with competition. I want to challenge my body. I want to challenge my mind, mentally, emotionally, physically. I want to be a part of a family, a part of a team that I can be proud of. When I get the opportunity, I will fight for my country. I owe this country for giving me the freedom that I have. Second question. What made you choose the Army above all other branches? That is actually a very good question. Originally, my choice was the Marines. The Marine recruiters were the first that I talked to. However, I had some problems. The recruiters at that recruiting office I went to, they had problems. Things just went down. It was pretty bad. So I ended up actually joining the Army, and which I'm totally happy with because I knew that the Marines and Army were the two branches that I knew that's where I wanted to go. Next question. Did you ever experience hesitation or fear for such an important choice? You know what? I actually did not experience any hesitation. The only hesitation that I ever remember experiencing or feeling was which branch to go to. Do I want, active duty, reserve, National Guard? Do I want, the Marines? Do I want to, what MOS? That's pretty much the stress that comes with actually starting the progress of actually joining and signing papers. I think that was the only hesitation I had, but I never experienced any hesitation towards joining. Did I experience any fear? No. I've only experienced excitement. Although it's normal to feel, be a little scared because it's such a big decision and you're joining the military. I mean, come on. But me personally, I have not experienced an ounce of fear. I've only been excited, I've only been pumped, I've only been stoked and ready to go. Next question. How did the process start for you? The process was very complicated, but when it started out, it was very simple. I was a junior at the time, my second semester, and it was the month of March. And I had military completely in my mind, but I didn't know where to start. And I was walking to lunch one day, and I saw a little booth in the main hallway of my high school, and there were two Army recruiters. And I mustered up some guts, and I walked to the two recruiters. And I introduced myself. I told them I was very interested in the military, but I needed some help and guidance and direction. At first I mentioned the National Guard at the time, and they kind of talked me out of it, and they brought up some perspectives and told me, if you want this, the National Guard is for you. And I didn't want that. The things that National Guard gives people, I didn't want. And they told me about reserve, and active duty, So they helped me go into the right direction. But the process started, of course, talking to a recruiter at my school. I scheduled an interview with me and my mom, and then eventually me and my dad, and eventually it all came together. And then I was sent to MEPS and 3 times, and it went from there. Next question. Why didn't you go into the military through ROTC? One, it was too late. If you're talking about Air Force ROTC. If you're talking about just Army ROTC in college, the reason I did not do ROTC is because when you do ROTC, you go to college, you're in ROTC courses, and then when you finish that, you go and get your gold bars and become a second lieutenant, a commissioned officer. I want to be an officer because that's the best way to go if you're making a lifetime career like I am. And I've always been told, and I personally think that the best officers were enlisted soldiers before officers. Because I feel that if I get my feet wet and I am an enlisted soldier for a couple of years, an NCO for a couple of years, later on when I decide to go to OCS and become an officer, I will be able to connect with my soldiers more because I was in their shoes for many years. I will know how things work more. I won't just be out of college and with the course. I will have hands-on experience, and I feel that that's just the best way to go. So that's my reasoning, and that is why I did not go to college in ROTC. Next question. How did the family and boyfriend take it? The family and boyfriend, okay. The family took it actually very well. Of course, the mom was scared. You know how moms are. The mom was scared, but she was very supportive. The dad was very proud. He served in the Navy. My grandpa was in the Marines, did 2 tours in Vietnam. He was very proud. So my family gave me awesome support. My friends were awesome. It was the boyfriend that was a little bit more hesitant. And it's not that he didn't support me, it's that he was very uncomfortable with the idea of me joining the military. It wasn't what he thought, it wasn't the direction that he wanted things to go. Next question. What MOS did you end up with? When did you sign? Give me details. The MOS that I actually signed up for was 31 Echo, which is the same as 31 Bravo. So I am an MP, military police. However, since I'm 31 Echo, not 31 Bravo, I am a military police, but I specialize more in the jailing work, guarding prisons, doing internments, corrections. So I'm a specialized MP. I swore in September 9th. And it was just me and 5 other guys. It was not very crowded when I swore in. And I ship to basic at Fort Jackson, and I go to AIT in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Next question. What's it like being a senior in high school and a future soldier at the same time? What's it like? Really, you're so distracted with school and graduating and get your credits and classes out of the way, it doesn't really come to your mind. My fellow students react to it more than I do, I guess, in school, because, I wear my Army backpack, I always wear my Army backpack. Do you see it? It's all messed up because it's so full. I wear my future soldier dog tags. If you can read it, I don't know. And I wear a special wristband that my boyfriend actually made me out of paracord at the Army Surplus store. So, I mean, it's obvious that I've joined the military. It's obvious that, I'm a military girl, and I get a lot of questions at school. Why did you join the military? Oh, that's so cool. When do you leave? Oh, my boyfriend's going in, So, That's really cool. Wow, you're so young and you're going into the military, you know? So they ask a lot of questions, but really it's just like being any other students. There's no difference. It'll be different once I graduate. Okay. Next question. Are you active duty, reserve, or National Guard? I am active duty all the way. And final question, how long will you be in? I can't exactly answer that question because I can't predict when I decide, oh, I'm going to retire, oh, well, that's it, you know, I'm done. But like I said, I plan on being an enlisted soldier, being an NCO for a while, and then later going to OCS to be an officer and spend the rest of my Army career as an officer. I don't know. I really do not know. I don't know how long I'll be in. I'll be in for a while, hopefully, unless they make some sort of ridiculous cuts or they just destroy the military or just something really happens or I just die. I don't know. But it's a good question. Thank you to all those who asked the questions, and that is my 10 questions.